Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of Algebra 2. Welcome to room 15 where learning never ends. Okay, I got my little, while you're working on this thing, I got my little cell phone story. What happened, a long time ago, I was working at Dallas ISD, and we had a policy, just like we here at this school, we're not supposed to be using cell phones in class. People using their cell phones, I said, okay, I'm going to fix this. This is a problem. I'm a person who likes to look at problems. That's a problem. It's got to be fixed. So what I did is I did a search where I could get a cell phone jammer. So I was able to procure one, and I actually bought, and I think it had to be shipped in from overseas. I got it. So I had them fixed. I jammed those cell phones. Nobody could get a signal. And so that kept the cell phone use out of my class, didn't it? Fixed that problem. But it created some other problems. What were the other problems it created?
Probably jammed everything else too.
Jammed everything else, exactly. Now, if it had been just local enough to just jam the ones around me, I'd probably been okay. But what happened is, people in the streets were complaining to the cell phone companies, and so there was an investigation that took place, and so eventually they caught me, and I didn't realize it was doing that sort of having that sort of an effect. And what it is, I was in violation of FCC rules. And so they actually had an FCC hearing with me and my principal. We went up there, and they were pretty nice to me because they knew that my intentions were good as far as I was trying to follow policy. But it struck some fear into me. Like they had and basically they said, hey, we realize your intentions were good, but if you're not going to be, I got scared about it. So, but anyway, I'm just telling you, because that's how seriously I take this cell phone business. Seriously enough to do that kind of thing. So if people are using their cell phones in this class, and I can't stop people from using them in this class, I have to say, Mr. Cook, Mrs. Bobovec, I'm sorry, this just isn't for me. I can't be working here anymore. So and I have to sometimes put proper cell phone use grades in there to enforce that. But I'm just telling you as an example of how serious I am about it, because this thing that's on my phone and your phone has all the information in the world about it. And so I and your other teachers can't compete for your attention with what's available on this phone. And so we have to have the policy for that, and that's the purpose for it. So you'll be able to pay attention. Now sometimes there will be times when there will be proper cell phone use in the class. Now sometimes you've been taking pictures, sometimes we're going to play. So we will do some things. I know you had the deal where you signed up for Remind and stuff like that. So I try, and also if there are certain things, if there's an emergency issue or something like that, let me know. I can send you out in the hall. I realize you could have a parent or a grandparent in the hospital or something like that. So I'll try to be reasonable about it. But when people are just routinely I see fingers texting in class, that's just not going to work. So anyway, enough of my lecturing on that. Okay, SAT problem of the day. So this is going to be a good video if I post this one. It'll be like cell phone rant. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, annual music album stage. What do you get for SAT problem of the day here? C. Yeah, it should be C. I did it in the other class, and eventually what you do is you look at it's not hard, but you interpret. So it's increased from this year until this year, next year 2000, then gradually decrease thereafter. Yeah, so this would be your best answer. Okay, we were working on our factoring, and our young ladies who were gone yesterday, were you able to stay caught up with class? With, okay, Sarai and Sky, were you caught up with work? You didn't have the paper is what you have? Okay, good. All right, really good. Good job. Beautiful. Right. So this is the example of how to do the business here. Good job. Yeah, good job. By the way, speaking of YouTube video, this class, I think I posted first period's class yesterday, and it was, and what happened is it had 7 views since then, so people have been staying caught up. So that's good work. Let's see, what else? What's up? Oh, yeah. Here, Bo, yeah, because what it is, I know it's naturally to wear a hat, but that's the thing that I can get in trouble for you wearing a hat in my classroom. No, that's okay. All right. So now we are to this one here. Did we finish 7 yesterday? Let me just, we didn't finish 7? Okay, I'm going to quickly do 7 just as a demonstration. We had a few people who weren't here. They were taking the TSI. And so what happens is basically, you're going to, if you take the cube root of the first term, if you can take the cube root of it, which is like the opposite of cube. So if we have cube root of x cubed y cubed, that's going to be xy. And then similarly, if we take the cube root of 64, and what times what times what equals 64, that's going to be 4. And so what we have is except parentheses. So we're going to have this, the first term, plus the second cube. So this is going to be the first part of it, right? Okay, because xy, it's just x, it's that plus that. And then finally we have, over here, we're going to square the first thing here. So what's this xy squared going to be? If we take xy and square it, what are we going to get?
X squared, y squared.
X squared, y squared. Very good. Okay, thank you. You like the job. Yes, x squared, y squared. And then what happens is sum of cubes is you take the plus, and then this next one in the trinomial section is going to be an opposite. You have to minus these two things together. So it's going to be minus 4xy, and then plus this 4 squared. What's 4 squared?
8.
4 squared, 16. Yeah, 2 times 4 is 8, but 4 squared is 16. So is that going to be our answer for that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So what I want you to do is go ahead and work on number 8. I'm going to call on people. And we should get through this today. We got through it in the first period. Okay, I'll call on some people. Should be pretty simple. And first period did great as far as I got a sense of the momentum and understanding between yesterday and today. And then after this section here, we've pretty much wrapped up the factoring, and so we're gonna actually do some review for a test. Probably have a test early next week on this section. Okay, here for this one we have Alexis.
Mr. Giroux, I need Ryan in the office, please.
Okay, he'll be with you. Right, Alexis. But I want to post a video from this class because they had the cell phone rant. That was pretty good.
I think it's somewhere right.
Cell phone rant. And like we had some in the first period class the last couple days. We had some good things going on. We had it was student's grandma thinks teacher is hot. That was good.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was a good one. That was 2 days ago. Yesterday there was an obscene gesture. Remember the obscene gesture?
Yeah, we had obscene gesture.
Kate. By the way, where's Kate?
I think he's sick.
Okay.
Always sick, I swear.
Put that down.
Trash immune system.
Mine is super sick. Thank you.
All right, how's that look? Okay, she has that. It looks good. Oh, wait a second. Where did the Y come from? Do you see Y here at all? Alexis, you have Y in here at all? Is there a Y up there?
No.
I thought the 125 was the Y.
Yes, but it's in the place of what the Y is. It's not the y itself. So what it is, to fix this up, we just need to go like this, right?
Yeah, I got you.
And then this will go here, and then this here. You see why I'm doing this, right? So this is in the place of y. So instead of y cubed, we have 5 cubed. For y to be down here, there has to be a y up here, right? Like I said, the principle, everything else is good, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Looks good, thank you.
Hold on, I can do that so bad. Sleeping.
Next, we have this one. Okay. Okay, this next one here, we have sky, 9, sky.
Alright, Dawson.
Look at it, get you straight up.
I know.
Hit you in the side.
Look what Bo did. Dawson is with him? What are you talking about?
I got them on top.
I don't know how that happened.
It's like double. So I really want it. And I was like, I hope I can.
Where'd you get that from? Where'd you get that from?
Mom made it.
Always good, you know what I'm saying? His mom made both of them.
Oh, it's my son now, hey.
No, it's actually, Barney on a white shirt.
Yeah.
Let's see. 4x plus 3. Looks good so far, right? Thanks, Scott. And then here, she had, so 4x is in the place of the x, right? And so when you square that, you get 16x squared. So you get minus 2 times these multiplied together. So there is the 12x out of that. And finally, plus that 3 squared, which is going to be plus 9. Is that good?
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah.
All right, good. So, Sky, how hard was it for you to do this? Was that very hard? Uh-huh, yeah. Okay, good. That's a good job. Okay, next, 10. Okay, next one we have is bow. And what's going to happen? What's going to happen to us today is we're going to run out of people. I'm going to have to repopulate our wheel.
Gotta repopulate it.
So,
Stop, I gotta get this done. Don't. What? Don't do it?
Is this right?
Morgan, seriously,
Come on.
seriously, do you need to go someplace?
No, I'm good, I got you.
Oh man, it's just like, do we need to have surgical removal?
Probably,
After all
I
that-
might actually, I might.
After all that rant today?
I might. That's all.
Man.
That's all me.
Now, when it comes to cell phones, serious, sometimes with people, I know if there's a cell phone down there, if I see this below the desk, somebody looking down, I realize probably they're looking at a phone. But am I gonna get worked up about that? Probably not. I'll say, oh, they're checking time, maybe they're seeing something. I'm not as worried about that. But when you're just going like this, on the front, on the top of the desk, on the top of the desk.
Kobe can relate to that one. What? What? Who's that? Nothing. What's that?
Light bulb.
No, nice hoodie.
Oh, it happened in our class.
All right,
Is that right?
how's that look? Does that look good?
Does that look good, guys? Yeah, that looks pretty good. Caitlin helped me, so I think she deserves a star. Who did? Caitlin.
Well, Caitlin helped you. You did?
He used the graphic yesterday.
Yep.
I'll give you credit.
Oh, wait, that's the big things.
All right, let's go on here. All right. I'll choose somebody for this one in about half a minute. One thing I did, I'll tell you about cell phones. One thing I did in seventh period is they were terrible at it, so I got a proper cell phone use grade in there for them about 2 weeks ago. They've been doing pretty. They haven't been perfect, but pretty close to it. So it's been much better, and it's improved the class a lot. Okay, this is yours, Eli. Thank you.
Okay. Hold on.
Yeah, it really turned seventh period class around into a much better class since then.
Since what?
Since I got that proper cell phone grade.
Oh.
Yeah. So, see, it'd be like a feature. Because it really, what it becomes for most people, it becomes like a 300 is what it becomes. So that aspect of it. It just seems kind of draconian to have a grade.
That's a
proper
word I
cell
don't
phone. Doesn't it seem draconian a little bit?
I don't know that word.
Draconian means like kind of extreme.
Oh. No. It's a free 100 for people follow it.
Yeah, so just, yeah, just put the only thing is you gotta worry about is that's gonna be nice, 3 squares. This one here should be 3 squares. There too. And then also it should be, one thing you gotta look
I didn't put immediately something.
So I helped Eli touch his up a little bit. He had like 80% of it right, 90% of it right. No. What happened? What are they doing?
Oh, I don't know, they said, can you hear that?
Does that look right? Okay, is that right? What's wrong with this? Something wrong with it. What's wrong with it?
Let me check. No, it's right, it's right.
Something's wrong with it.
Yeah, that's, oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so that, there are two things. One, minus, right? Yeah, I didn't see that. Grace, you're right about that. Caitlin gave me the other one. So that's supposed to be square, Caitlin. Caitlin, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank Grace and Caitlin for saving this a little bit. Is that good? Are we good now? All right, good job, thanks.
I tell him.
Okay, we'll call on, somebody else. Caitlin, thank you again, Caitlin. We'll be equalized.
It's fun.
Helping carry the class today.
Yeah, everybody's using the grab and go.
Okay, next.
Come over.
We have, I'm running out of people here, and we're going until 28, okay? You should be able to finish this. Okay, Colby, you got this one. Yeah, in the first period, I think Adam did this one. He did a good job.
Adam's smart.
Adam,
Go from this.
and you got off to a strong start on this one.
Why?
Does that look good? To me, you know what I liked about it? Is he right? Kaylin, is he right about that?
Yeah, that's what looks right to me. Yes.
I like that he came up here just like a boss, without hesitation, just kind of owned the thing,
I
right?
think that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I don't
Looks
know
good.
where they're
Looks
around,
good,
yeah.
right?
Wait, don't go yet. I know we're making
It's the
it.
river.
I'm thinking.
You guys over here look right. Guys, let's make sure we have don't have these ear pods in our ears, right? I see a couple of them.
The ear.
See a couple there. All right, next one. Okay, 13, we have ice.
Ice. Coldest nickname.
That is a cold nickname.
You talking about that?
Wait a minute.
I was thinking about doing it, bringing a girl across, but like. I don't have pregame. And then after they go get
I
what?
tried this.
Thanks.
We don't want
That's pretty much
What's up with the whole?
Let's take a look at it here.
Anything else?
So that's gonna be, that looks good so far, good. Multiply those together. I'm only seeing one, I see one thing that's amiss. What is it? One thing that's not exactly right on this. What is it?
Is it the?
Negative
9 is supposed to be a positive.
Yeah, very good. You caught it. Good job. Morgan caught it first that I heard. Good job, Morgan. See that, Ice? Yeah, all this end thing is always going to be plus something. Whatever, because if you take a negative number, square it, it's positive. All right, good job for catching that. And I'll give you credit for that. Eagle eye. All right, good. Do it too. Okay, next one we have, number 14, we have cash.
Lord, I'm working on it. Hold on.
All right. That's it.
And probably, I don't know if we get to all these today, but we'll get to most of them. So wherever we are at the end of class today, you can just turn in what you have, all right? And those, yeah, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Grace just made a suggestion. I really, so I'm going to give extra credit for people who finish it all. I'll give you some extra points, like 5 extra points.
It's not what we need today.
How many finished all of it so far? So few you have. So all those have finished, right?
Her phone's too smart.
My calculator is really good.
She uses a photo mat.
No,
You're using Photomat?
no.
Yes.
Okay.
Ain't nobody get mine.
I got a Photomat story for you. What happened is, at the volleyball, you can see it at the volleyball game. I take these calculus problems over to student section. This is like faded out. Just like a teaching nerd, I come over here, they give a calculus problem, and what happens is the person who got it right was Parker Williams. He took the calculus. What did he do? He put it in Photomat. Doesn't know calculus, but used Photomat to solve it. Thanks, Cash. All right. Does that look right?
Yep.
All right, beautiful. Good work, Cash. Okay, I got a couple. I got a whole brand new populated wheel now. So you could have been called again. I'm not going to call you today. I won't have you do it again. But
What about leaving 3 minutes?
yeah, so we'll have a chance to do a couple of these and turn in. Okay, next one we have is Kiara. Do you have 15, Kiara? All right, Kiara, that's beautiful.
Ah. Why don't you get Cody?
And yeah, since the class is going to end in about less than 2 minutes, who can pick up the papers for us today?
I'll do it.
Caden will do it. So you can just start picking up papers if you want to, Caden. That'd be great.
Don't do it.
Okay, does that look good?
Turn that one in too.
Hold on.
Yeah, I think it does. I think it looks good. All right. Well, I wish we had a little more time today, but we don't, so that's, it's just kind of where we are.
If you have like complete, you get a few.
Did you ever go to the calculus yesterday?
What do you? A pre-calculus?
Yesterday.
The pre-calculus? I don't know if I gave it to you. Oh,
You gave me one.
Charlie.
Yeah, you gave me the one the day before that.
I don't know if the one, you still may be on the one I gave you.
Oh, this one.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
I have to go get some papers. Give me some.
Yeah, we're still on that one. Yeah, thanks. All right, thanks. See that, thanks.
You see that?
Oh, shoot.
I ain't gonna talk to my car. What? I think this is my car.